For the gathering exercise, we have two pieces of fabric. The first one is twice the length of the second. Now we'll fold them in the centers and notch so that we can align them using their center points. Now we'll sew the gather stitches. The first line is a quarter of an inch from the edge and the second line is half inch from the edge. We are using the loose stitch. The longest stitch on your machine is a loose stitch. We need a loose stitch because that will allow us to pull the threads in order to gather. Now we're pulling the threads and gathering. You want to gather it to make it equal to the piece at the back, not the center thread, which is what we're doing now. Just twist it into a knot using your pin and pin in place so the threads do not move beyond the center point, so that way you can gather each side independently of the other. Gather in place, pin, do the same on the other side. Pull the threads, gather in place. Make sure you do not gather so much that the piece on top becomes shorter than the one at the bottom. In fact, you should even stretch it out after gathering to ensure that the length of the bottom piece is still the way it should be. You don't want gathering at the back and at the front. So now arrange your gathers using a pin. What you want to see is small tucks running through the gathered seam. You can use a pin to spread your gathers or even a toothpick or any similar sharp pointed object. Tie the threads at the end when you finish gathering to make sure that it doesn't expand again. Now arrange your gathers. You don't want to have gathers bunched up in one point and no gathers at the other side, so you need to spread the tucks all around. Now sew half inch away from the edge or whatever your seam allowance is. In a lot of our exercises we're using a half inch seam allowance. Now I'm going to reset my stitch size to a medium stitch, which is firmer and will hold the seam. Now your gathers are ready.